Welcome back, everybody, to the Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door playthrough. This is part 3! And now that we've successfully been cursed, we're gonna go ahead and use our successful curse to curse our way on over to the other side of this wall that we couldn't get to before. Very cursey, I must say. And in this big, fancy room, yeah, literally fancy, we've got a big door. Look at that! He seems pretty excited. Oh, it's the 1000-Year Door. Well, what do you know? It's the titular door. Yes, titular. Alright, so, yeah, let's go ahead and move on closer to this door. Oh. Well, thank you for it. It's just like telegraphing that, you know, they're just like, hey, maybe I don't know what to do. Better tell the player exactly what they have to do. Jump on the pedestal. Thank you for that, game. That was very informative and necessary. Also, yes, this is fancy. Oh, God. Yeah. Fancy things haven't quite ended yet. On top of this fancy blue light show, now we've got the map is all sparkly, starry, and glowy. Magic. This is very magical. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, God. And it just gets hit with a huge beam of light, and then everybody goes blind. The end. What? Oh. Huh. Oh. Hello. This is cool. Oh, hello. Hey, it's one of those crystal stars things. Those things that we need to collect. Oh, my God. Well, that was extremely fancy. Man, everything about this whole setup here is fancy. You can now use a special move called Sweet Treat. Every time you get a crystal star, you'll learn a new move. It happened again. I don't think that's going to be the last time, is it? I'm going to keep on saying Crystal Scar. Alright. It's, well, that's very convenient, you know, that the map just magically comes to life, and then it tells us exactly where to find the crystal stars. Oh, I like this. Oh, alright, well, now we're going outside. Back to, his house. I see. Not at all. That would have been great if you said that. Oh, right. Okay, so, yeah, now comes another, like, little tutorial thing. Stuff like this is better explained by example. Yeah, I decided to go with Sure Thing because, you know, again, I genuinely never played this before, so I had no real idea what they were talking about, but it works very similarly to the star-powered moves in the first Paper Mario. I actually forgot what they're called. What are these, like, star moves or something? Anyway, this one's very fancy. It's like you play a little mini game where you, like, throw rocks or something at power-ups that fall down, and depending on how many you hit, that's how much you heal. So, like, oh, yeah, and then that uses up your star gauge, right. So, yeah, it is extremely similar to the star power gauge in the first Paper Mario. And also, oh, right, okay, and then now he explains how it refills, which is basically you just fight and do other stuff as well. Keep building up that star power. The more exciting your battles are, the more... Yeah, so all of a sudden now we have an audience that comes out, and they just kind of like cheer for us, you know, just depending on how well we do, the audience will cheer and stuff and give us star power, or we'll just do like this roulette thing every so often, and then you'll like instantly get your star power filled up, and then the audience will swarm the theater. You can also use the appeal command, and uh-oh, that's a Hammer Brother, that bum. So yeah, if anybody couldn't tell, yes, this is Super Sped. And yeah, Sweet Justice. You can press X to protect yourself and others from getting hit by stuff from the audience. What a bunch of jerks. So yeah, that's definitely new. Oh god, wow, astounding. Radar-like function. I think we figured that out already, Professor. Petal Meadows. Okay. Petal Meadows? Yes. It's a vast meadow. Whoa. Couldn't have guessed that from the name. But yeah, so it's very interesting what they did, or like the additions to battling that they did with this game as compared to the previous one. Again, very new to this, so I needed a little bit of a tutorial there. I didn't like super speed it like as fast as it could have possibly went. I did like double speed, so that there's still, you know, the ability to follow along with what's happening and what's being said. It holds a picture. Oh God, hello. Interesting. My suspicions about Petal Meadows. Yeah, it doesn't seem likely. No, that sounds exactly like something that you would do. You know, that suddenly reminds me of the Super Mario Adventures comic that came out ages ago. I think I mentioned this before in one or two other playthroughs or something. And there was like a thing that was running, I think originally it ran in Nintendo Power. It was like a little mini comic that like each chapter came in week to week, or I'm sorry, month to month, with each new issue of Nintendo Power for I can't remember how long it ran for, but it was pretty cool. You know, it was like a whole little adventure thing. I think it was mostly based off Super Mario World, and I think the major plot point was that Princess Peach goes off on her own at first to go and try and stop Bowser from, what was it? He had like a magic wand or whatever that was turning all the people, all the toads and stuff into stone. And she went off by herself, and then Mario had to go and follow. Oh, with Luigi, too, surprisingly enough. He was actually involved in that. And then there was a whole bunch of stuff, like Luigi dressing up as Princess Peach, and then everybody saves the day. There you go. Oh, right, yeah, I accidentally picked, yes, I want to learn about badges, even though it's not even difficult to learn. Yeah, I said no first, and he's just like, are you sure? And then that kind of tripped me up, and I hit yes by mistake. So yeah, we're gonna apply those badges, the Pretty Lucky badge that I got out of that secret block down in the sewers, and the Power Smash badge that Professor Frankly just gave me. Alright, so now we're gonna save real quick, and then we're gonna do a little bit of shopping before we move on from Rogueport and off to the Meadows. What, friggin' Petal Meadows, that's it. I knew it started with a P, and I was just like, first thing that came to my mind was Petunia Meadows. I don't know. That is a flower, so. Anyway, so this is the badge shop. I forget what this specifically is called. It is called, if I could actually find it here in my fancy little walkthrough, the Lovely House of Badges. And here we're going to be getting the Power Jump, which is discounted for whatever reason. I don't really know why. But yeah, so we're going to use that instead of the Power Smash, because, you know, I consider myself more of a jumpy sort of guy rather than a smashy sort of guy. So we're going to buy this mushroom, and that gives us enough saved up points to get, guess what? A mushroom! So it's like buy one, get one free mushrooms. Alright, so now we're going to be looking through our badges really quick after this little weird time skip where it's just kind of walking around and doing nothing in the shop, really. We're going to switch Power Smash with Power Jump, and it tells us on the bottom that I can equip multiple of the same badges, which will increase the FP cost, but will also do more damage, which is interesting, and I don't think was actually a thing in the first Paper Mario. Alright, so another save, you know, because why not? Save early, save often, you know, those are words to live by. Alright, so now we're going over to, I forgot. Oh, right, we're leaving. Okay, cool. So down the sewer we go, into the sewer, I should say. Down this pipe. And then, once again, we're going to take a quick trip to the left side. And that weird person that was behind the fence that we couldn't get to is now in front of the fence. So we actually can talk to them. This is Dazzle. They collect star pieces, and the more they collect, the happier they are. Okay. So, this is basically the badge shop for star pieces. And, unfortunately, The really, really good ones are a little too expensive for me right now. That being Quick Change is pretty solid, as well as Power Plus and Power Plus P, which I really like the idea that, you know, there's badges for the partners now, you know. I love how I keep saying now, like, you know, this is a brand new concept. Well, it is to me, alright? Leave me alone. Okay, so we changed our mind, and that made Dazzle very upset. But, like I said, unfortunately, you know, I think I'd rather just save up the star pieces and just get the really cool ones rather than buying another one. There was the Pretty Lucky badge that I was hovering over, although I forgot that I actually have one of those. And I don't know if that works the same as the power jump thing, you know, like where you stack multiple of the same badges and they give you more of an effect. I don't know if that works for that badge, but yeah. Jumping down here to fight these two spiked Goombas. I tried to go for this super, super guard. Didn't quite work out this time. Gotta get that timing down, that's all. And yes, now we're using our amazingly inconvenient curse to conveniently get across this gap. And, well, I wonder what that thing is. It's kind of soggy. Better hit it with a hammer. Bloop, bloop. Now, what could possibly make noises like that, I wonder? Huh, I guess it was nothing. Oh, no, it was definitely something. It's a massive blooper. So, yeah, unsurprisingly, there is another blooper mini-boss, just like in the first game. Someone's Tootsies? Stop it. This guy's a real weirdo. Bloop, 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 bloop. What's happening? Bloopity bloop. Oh, this guy has an interesting way of speaking. It's its own little blooper language. Alright. I wonder if Mario even understands what he's saying. Mario is fluent in at least 22 different enemy languages, one of them being blooper. Alright, so Goombella telling me once again that you can switch their positions and have Goombella out in front. Now I'm going to use this Fire Flower and instantly kill both of the tentacles, which do register as enemies, and knock down the blooper enemy himself. And then that kind of stuns him for a little while, so I get some free damage in on him, which is really awesome. And the crowd liked that, so that was doubly good. Also, oh yeah, that reminds me. I remember with the N64 emulator that I used for the Paper Mario playthrough, it absolutely refused to let me use the Fire Flower item because it would just crash if I used the Fire Flower. So luckily it doesn't happen here. And boom, 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 done with that guy. And we get a sweet 20 star points. Man, that was a lot. But then again, that guy is a mini-boss, so, you know, he should be expected to give more star points than usual. Alright, so now that that guy's gone, he reveals the pathway that we need to actually get across. These very easy to maneuver platforms. What? Okay. Hello, welcome back. Oh, and then I did the same thing. What is that? Why did that? I don't. Getting into the pipes are a little more complicated than I would have liked. But anyway, now that we drop down this stony-looking pipe, that ends the prologue, and that begins Chapter 1. We're moving on in the world. Castle and Dragon. All right. I'm excited. Let's do it. On to Petal Meadows we go. I really need to remember the name of this place. It's going to come up a few times, I think. And here we are in beautiful Did I seriously just say Petal Meadows? Wow. All right. So that's the actual name of it, apparently. It is Petal Meadows. The Crystal Star hides. Oh, where is it? Starts digging with a shovel. This is completely awesome. Alright, so on to adventure we go. You know what they say about adventure. It's about the journey, not the destination. Alright, so knocking those trees around for a couple of free items. Star piece and a mushroom. You know, I can't remember if I mentioned this before, but I love how quickly the save thing saves. Hello. What was that? Giant shadow. Okay. Looks like a massive airplane that just soared over my head. I just told you it was an airplane. Look. Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a dragon with a large hooked tail, perhaps. I've never seen anything that humongous before. Q easy double entendre. Alright. So, we just started and already we have some intrigue. I have no idea what these rocks are for, but perhaps we're gonna figure out what they're used for eventually. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so unfortunately I have a lot of items here, and by a lot of items I mean a lot of mushrooms, and so I decided I might as well use one to get back that little bit of health that I lost, and then get this one back, because free healing. Why not? Alright, nothing in that tree. And then we move on to the next screen over. And, oh yeah, I stopped here for just a sec to try to read stuff. And then this guy just appeared. So it's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm fighting instead. So yeah, again, super convenient how not only with the first strikes you get, you know, your action command in, makes battles super quick. Got that super quick. We got the saving super quick. Everything is just optimized, you know, for saving time. And then we get some free star points, too. Alright, well, I guess they weren't free or anything, but, yeah, I know, easy to obtain. Alright, so I'm going to be checking trees and stuff, and hitting this block. That is, of course, if anybody doesn't remember, that is a badge block. And in this one, we get the close call badge, which is when Mario's in danger, aka 5 HP and lower, then, enemies sometimes have a chance to miss. Which, you know, that actually would work well. Oh my god. That would work well with, the lucky thing badge. What was it called again? Oh man, I forgot already. Oh, roulette didn't work. That guy has an item. Oh, that's not okay. Yeah, I couldn't really block that. That timing on that is super weird. So yeah, that was the sleepy sheep, wasn't it? Those didn't look like sheep. They looked like weird flowers with heads. Oh, we leveled up, just like that. The spotlight's on Mario. Lots of confetti. The audience is happy. And we're going to select here HP, FP, or BP. And, you know, I wasn't really 100% sure. I was thinking about the BP because of, you know, there was like some other badges that I was finding and stuff. Maybe I could put those on. But then I decided, might as well just go down the line. Which is, I think, pretty sure that's what I did in the first Paper Mario playthrough. It just kind of went HP, then FP, then BP. And just kind of, I kept rotating like that. Alright, so a little bit of super speed. Oh yeah, and I got to use the appeal command, which is pretty useful in situations where, you know, Goombella can't really do anything. So just use the appeal command and get some extra star power gauge thing. Alright, so I like I just casually circled around that fence. I wasn't 100% sure if I was supposed to go down that pipe, but the walkthrough that I was using told me that I couldn't really go down it. Or if I did, that I wouldn't be able to go very far, for now anyway. So I decided to focus on the task at hand instead, which that being just hitting this thing over and over again, which if you hit it 10 times, it will shoot out this horse tail, which is not really useful for healing. Oh my god, I really have a lot of mushrooms. Not really useful for healing, but it is useful in some recipes later. Yes, we get recipes once again, just like in the first game. So I decided I might as well just hang on to that, use that mushroom, because, you know, again, I was, like, missing, like, 1 HP, so why not? Just press X and use my well, okay. So, yeah, you know, I was gonna mention that there's a lot of, like, talking and explanation and, like, learning about stuff in the early goings of this game. And so I was kind of trying to... actually, no, I wasn't really trying to avoid it very well, was I? But yeah, just with the learning about the star gauge and the star power gauge and stuff, you know, I decided to super speed that because, again, you know, I didn't want to take up too much time with just, like, the talking and stuff and just wanted to move on and play the game for reals, yo. Alright, oh, I didn't quite get that roulette, but, yeah, super speedy and done with that battle, just like that. Also, I completely misinterpreted what she was saying about checking the grass or whatever, and I walked into that bushy grass there and thinking that items were just going to shoot out of it. And I even played the first Paper Mario game. I just genuinely forgot that you could check, like, those spiky bushes, because I didn't really do it very often. Hey, we're here all fancy in the background. stepping on this button, and then this happened, which took about 500 years, because, again, the emulator is particularly slow and stuff like this, where there's, like, rolling or twisting or spinning sort of stuff. So I had to really super speed this, because I believe that the building of this bridge took about genuinely 2 minutes. So, yeah, not fun. And just off screen, there is another star piece, you know. They did that very cheekily, you know, because you couldn't actually see it if you just hit the button, built the bridge, and then went back. Then you'd walk by and see the star piece there and go, oh man, I forgot to get that. Alright. I like how Goombella wasn't really there in the background, but now she's here. She should have just, like, stayed... What the? She should have just stayed here on the other side. I got a mystery. What does it do? Find out. Well, use it and find out. Anyway. Alright, so another mushroom used for Goombella, who was, like, missing, like, 2 HP. And then we get this mystery box, which I think I looked at it, and yeah. I was like, do I use it now, or do I use it sometime later? And yeah, it's an in-battle item, so... Basically, it just gives you, like, a random item during a battle. So, I thought it was kind of neat. Whatever. Here we are. This is one of our destinations. Anyway, this is Petalburg, and completely different from the first Paper Mario game. The first town that we go to is inhabited by Koopa Troopas. Weird, weird, weird. Oh, yeah, hey, that dragon's name is Hooktail. Weird. It's almost like he had a hooked tail. The huge... Yes. Who's carrying green boots? What a sassy little lass. Crystal stars. Oh, hey, I said it the correct way this time. And I actually thought that I didn't. I thought I messed up. He's old, really, really old. Koopas of his age are, really smart. Yeah, okay. Okay. Pink house. Sounds totally hideous. Alright, so we're just gonna move on, and we're going to hit the first save block that we get to, and that's gonna be it for this part of the Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door playthrough. Join me in part 4, where we'll be exploring more of Petalburg and seeing what to do about the dragon Hooktail. See you all next time!